We just got back from the Gray.
Yeah, it was great.
Guys, we just got back from the Gray.
Yeah.
And
was
overall, without spoiling anything, it was kick-ass.
Yeah.
And you need to go see it if you haven't. But to warn you, I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people hated this movie. Like, couldn't stand it. They said it was boring. It's a Liam Neeson movie, but it's like a Liam Neeson Oscar movie. So,
Yeah.
don't be surprised if there's a little action or, you know.
Or a lot.
Or if there's a lot of action.
And there's been.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I
it
give
was.
like,
It was cool.
like
It's
a
mostly-
9. Like a 9 out of 10 or something.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was great.
It depends on your personality. If you like it, I liked it, and he liked it. I think. Did you like it?
I just said I'd give it a 9 out of
Okay.
10. Without kind of dwindling on the topic, the plot, overall, you don't need to watch any of the commercials before this movie, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything will spoil this movie for you. But overall, the plot was probably the best written thing I've ever seen since The Social Network and Moneyball. That was like a few months ago. Man, this doesn't make this movie sound too good. We're not doing this movie justice. But it was a very well written movie, and the plot was just amazing overall. And I know it was based on a book, so you can't give all the credit to the director and stuff, but it was still, the writing was amazing.
Yeah.
And the plot is basically a group of, it's an airplane crash in Alaska, and there's only a couple survivors, not a couple, but
Well,
there's
yeah.
a few survivors, and it's basically Call of the Wild from the humans' point of view. Plot was amazing. It should be. I know it's crazy to say Oscar stuff when it's only January,
Well, yeah.
like late January, but it seriously, if it doesn't get nominated for best adapted screenplay, I'm going to probably shoot myself.
Or I'll do it for him.
The acting. People have said, people have said that this is Liam Neeson's big break as an actor, and this could be his big chance. But I overall thought it was just stereotypical Liam Neeson for half the movie, and it was weird because sometimes he'd do a weird accent, or he'd do his Alaskan accent, but it was only in the parts where he acted just very, very well.
Yeah.
So I think that there were some scenes that just overshadowed the whole movie, where it's like, this guy needs an Oscar, or he was just amazing, and this is the movie people will remember him by. But overall, he shouldn't win anything. He should just get recognition for it.
Yeah, definitely recognition.
Like,
He
you
did
know,
a good job.
Like, people just see him as a pointless action star, but after this movie, he'll be known as the Academy Award nominated Liam Neeson, instead of that shitty Razzie winner Liam Neeson. So, there were other guys in this movie, but they don't care, because we hate them.
Yeah, they were good actors, but you know. Yeah.
I like the
I'm just
black
kidding.
guy.
Yeah, the other actors were actually really good in some parts. They were only good during the well-written scenes, which was half the movie. But everybody else was good. I just don't want to mention everybody.
Yeah.
But it's basically the people that survived are like stereotypical people. We had the gay gangster. We had, or he wasn't gay, but he acted gay. We had Joel Edgerton. That's not really him. He looked like him. We had the black guy. We had the douchebag.
Yeah.
We had Steven Spielberg.
It's pretty much like
Gordon Freeman.
it's just
We had James Earl Jones.
We had that loser dude at the beginning.
A few more things I want to say quickly are the sound editing, the sound mixing, the music in general,
The wolf
the
panting.
filmography, animatronics, CGI.
Yeah.
Every part that made this movie a movie
Yeah.
was amazing. The visuals, just seeing Alaska, the mountains, and seeing how it could go from beautiful to terrifying in an instant.
like it's gonna like kill you in 5 seconds.
Yeah, like how you can see in front of you, and then once you go into the woods, you can't see past any tree. The visuals were great. The sound mixing, there was a scene we'll talk about in the spoiler
Yeah.
section, but the sound mixing was just unbelievable. It was like they got it perfect. And as much as I hate jump scares in non-horror movies, there were a lot of jump scares in this movie, and
Hey, I found a second.
they were very well edited, I thought, and they knew how to get you terrified at some points. And this probably just make you feel for the
Yeah, turn
actors
around
themselves.
if you hear a stick breaking.
What? You're in a theater.
But the music, though, the score, it was amazing. There were only like 2 scenes with music in it, but those 2 scenes
yeah.
are like the 2 best scenes
Yeah, they
in
were
any movie.
awesome.
The music in this movie, like, it was just so amazing. It just fit the mood. Even though they should have been playing this music more often, or that would have made it more cheesy.
Yeah.
They should have been playing music in general more often, or we got somebody to compose something good, unless this dude's just a shitty composer and he made one good song. They used it twice. But the music was amazing. And the music sounded very familiar to Kick-Ass, which is like my favorite scored movie
Yeah.
ever. Like the
He
music in
mentioned
that
it
movie.
a lot.
But the music was great. And basically, overall, The Grey was good. Very good, I think. There's probably going to be, like, hardly any action, like any just fights and action.
Yeah, that's.
Don't watch the trailers. It will ruin this movie
Yeah,
for you.
seriously, don't.
This is not Liam
Okay.
Neeson versus the Wolves. This is Man versus the Wild. Did I just reference this show? Probably.
Yes.
Ah, fuck you, Sopa. But it might be nominated for some Oscars, but don't go in expecting a lot. And overall, I loved it, and I think that this will be a classic.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
this
good.
will be Liam Neeson's big break. Now we're gonna go talk about some spoilers. So if you haven't seen this movie, please, for the love of God, leave, because I really don't want to spoil this movie
Yeah.
for you. Just please leave. You'll hate it. So, the big spoiler we want to talk about is that Liam Neeson turns into a wolf man. No, just kidding. If you haven't seen this movie, get the hell out of here, because we're about to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
The first spoiler I want to talk about is the scene where the plane crash happens. The sound mixing and editing in that was just
Yeah, that was
unbelievable.
crazy.
It sounded just like it
Oh.
would if it were crashing. The visuals, just the camera spinning, you know, Liam
Yeah, it was
Neeson
just-
holding on for his
It
life.
felt like you were there, like if you're, especially if like you're in a theater. It felt
Yeah.
like you were actually in the plane when it was falling down.
Yeah, you hear the skid marks of the plane hitting the ground. You hear people screaming as they're dying and burning to death. It was pretty powerful. It was like the train crash from Super 8, except
Luke
this was
pooped
way
himself.
better. He kind of did.
Yeah.
He
I had
just
to change pants.
Yeah, about 5 times actually, but that's not the point. The scenes where everybody dies, all the death scenes,
Yeah, it is like.
were unbelievable. Just thinking when Steven Spielberg died, the way he fell, down the tree, and saw he was hallucinating and ended up dying.
Dude, that was weird. How like
Gordon Freeman.
it was like he saw them as his daughter.
that was great.
But it was wolves eating his
Yeah.
face off.
The jerky douchebag dude, the way he wanted to die the whole time.
Yeah.
You realize he was fucking around people because he wanted to
Yeah.
die and he was asking for it, and just the scene where he just lays back.
He was just like,
Here he hears the wolves running at him and he's like crying. That was beautiful, and the scene
and then
where
at all this time, there's like a beautiful Alaskan like mountain in the background, and there's just like.
yes, that was the point. And also when Henrik died when he was under the water trying to escape, that was just thinking of how much torture that would be. That was just crazy.
Just like, because he was like this far away from being able to like get. He's like, I can.
Yeah, Liam Neeson's like, hold still, and then
You
the other
can
he's
see
like,
that.
and he's like, hold still,
Just
still,
hold your
still.
fucking breath.
Yeah, I'm not done. Hold still. Hold your breath. Hold your. No, hold. I'm not. Do you understand English? That was awesome. I don't know what that was, but that was
Yeah.
awesome.
That guy
That
reminded
is-
me of Jesus.
Wait, what?
That guy reminded me of Jesus because he was like the only normal person. All the other ones are crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. The Minecraft.
All the death scenes were good. plain editing, mixing was good. But the final scene was amazing, where Liam Neeson realizes that the whole time they were going towards the den instead of getting away. And
that was just like
at the very end, when everybody backs off and it's just him and the guy, it's just him and the lead wolf, and Liam Neeson breaks the bottles. That was just badass to the max.
he like and that was just
Yeah, they had the music playing full blast in the background, the beautiful piano rhythm. He had the razor bottles
and
and
then he did that poem. That was cool. He just like repeated.
Yeah,
it.
and he said the poem. Well, that was kind of cheesy, but it wasn't bad.
Well, yeah, but it kind of like that's
it's cheesy, but it wasn't like shoving it down your throat cheesy like the Green Lantern. This one was actually good, and that scene was amazing.
Yeah,
and
stay after the credits.
And something else I loved that these two probably didn't even pick up on is that they never told you what happened to his wife.
At the end, they did.
Did they? Well, you didn't notice like she was in a hospital room.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, she was in a hospital
that's why
bed.
she's like, what does she always say?
She was like, "Don't be afraid."
Don't be
She's like,
afraid.
Don't be afraid.
She was
Stay
talking
brave.
And then like pans over to like
an IV.
yeah,
So
and you
she was
see
in
it
the
dropping.
hospital bed, so she's pretty much.
She's like
Oh,
in the
she
hospital.
died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
picked
why
up
he
on
wanted
it.
to kill himself.
You're about to throw like a rock at me. We picked up on you, douchebag. Okay, well, this movie's getting worse and worse for me.
We were right.
But okay, so the wife died. That's okay, I guess.
Well,
but
I guess
I
you
like
don't
how
actually know.
No, you know she's dead. Wife died. There goes my conversation topic. And the very last thing in this review, is the ending, the after the credits. I didn't see it, but he saw it.
Yeah. Okay.
And
it's
go and explain what happens. If you haven't seen it.
yeah. It pretty much goes to the credits and like it kind of gets black and then you just like. It like starts into the sound like of like just breathing like in the background, and then it like fades to like a picture of like the back of like the alpha wolf, like it's just breathing like its last breath, and then Liam Neeson is laying on it breathing his last breath, and they're doing it at the same time, so they're pretty much dying at the same time, and it's literally just 3 seconds, and then it just cuts out, but it's awesome.
Which I really hope that in the DVD release, there's like some kind of deleted extended scene where you get to actually see the fight.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because as much as it doesn't belong in the movie, it would be pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, because it's just
But-
like, he's got a bottle.
Standing there, waiting on these guys to get out of the theater, I was just thinking, it was just pissing me off not knowing who won the fight. But at the same time, I'm like, this can be an amazing conversation topic, because the Wolves always win. But Liam Neeson, he could have just cut him up, because he's like a wolf now. He has like the razor stuff. He is the wolf man. He has
He's got
the
like a Rambo knife.
yeah, he has the razor claw things going on, everything.
He's like Wolverine.
So it could have been a good conversation topic, but apparently they both died. So I don't know. Overall, this movie was okay. It was I think that at the end of this, from the beginning of this review, I loved it. Now I'm like, okay.
You're like, this movie was awesome. Then you're like, it sucks.
Yeah, it was way better before we talked about it.
I still like it.
I do too.
I still liked it. It was like, what, 9? I'm going down to 8. It was an 8 out of 10.
Monster.
Very
Blade.
good.
8.5.
What the fuck is that? I loved it.
Yeah, the
You guys have already seen it, so, or you're just watching the hell of it.
No.
Comment below.
Oh my god.
Tell me what you thought of the movie. Tell me about Liam Neeson, your favorite scene of the movie. Basically anything you want to say, you'd say it. Overall, he loved it. You loved it. I used to love it. Now I'm crying
Still
on the
likes
inside. I think I died a little through this review. Overall, it was a good movie, though. It was a very good movie. Liam Neeson, he was good. Wasn't amazing, but he was good. And it was a good movie. So, yep, I guess until next time, that's all you need to know about The Grey.
Oh yeah.